Today, we're going to talk about generational curses and why the women before you survived by playing small and why you don't have to. You have been living by rules that were never meant to be yours. Today, we talk about that inheritance. Let's get into it. Hey, my loves, welcome back. I'm Genevieve. I'm a reclamation mentor. This channel is for women who are ready to reclaim what was always theirs. Subscribe and stay close. The beliefs that you carry about yourself, about what you're allowed to want, what you're allowed to say and not say, allowed to be and not be, most of that doesn't belong to you. You inherited them from women that came before you who survived in worlds where they punished them for being too much. Their survival strategies landed in your nervous system. Most of what you believe was formed before the age of 7, before your brain was developed enough to question or filter through it. You absorb beliefs like you absorb air, where you have no control over it, without choosing to or without knowing what you were doing. I know that I have lived by, for many years, girls were seen and not heard. This was not mine. This was an inherited story. Don't want too much. Make do with what you have. Women who want more end up alone, or women who have more end up alone, or wanting things is selfish. These are not our conclusions. They were survival strategies from women that came before us, women who needed them to survive, grandmothers who survived by playing it small, mothers who survived by not asking for too much. These stories across generations landed in your nervous system as truth. The women before you were not weak, but they were strategic. In a world that is actively against women, having needs, taking up space, or wanting too much could be seen as dangerous. Women played it small because of economic punishment, social exclusion, violence, and abandonment. So they learned to play it small, to be useful rather than visible, to give rather than receive, to survive rather than thrive. All their nervous systems passed down that survival wisdom as truth, as fact. It was not a lesson, it was a way of being. And it landed in your nervous system as a matter of fact. Here's a personal story about money beliefs that I've had. I grew up hearing that was too much, or we didn't have enough for that, or that's too expensive. So I learned that money is hard earned, never enough, or don't want too much. When I began to question these, there was a level of grief because I began to realize that these were never my beliefs. I never really took the time to sit down and ask myself, where did this come from? Here's why you don't have to. We are not in the world where those women survived. In a world where there were specific dangers that required us to play small. Their survival strategy kept them safe, but it is keeping us stuck. We are allowed to want more. It is not greedy. We are allowed to take up space. It is not being selfish. We are allowed to use our voice. It is not dangerous. The women who survived before us did so that we can now safely grow. Honor their survival by refusing to stay small. The reclamation is the point of everything that they went through. You did not choose these inherited stories, but you get to choose what to do with them now. You can keep living from rules that were never yours, or you can reclaim yourself from them. One belief at a time, one boundary at a time, one choice to take up space at a time. That is what reclamation looks like. And that is what this channel is for. And what it means to finally live by your own rules. I created a 5-audio series called Stop Abandoning Yourself. 5 audios walking you through the nervous system patterns running underneath these inherited stories. The link is in the description below. Until next time, with love and light.